Hello and welcome. Now in this video we're going to discuss GoToWebinar as a platform for you to do your interviews. GoToWebinar will allow you to produce live face-to-face interviews with multiple individuals. And although its pricing has changed over the years, there's still a tier available at or around $100 monthly that will allow you to have 100 participants on at any given time. Now, once you've signed in to GoToWebinar, what you'll need to do is you'll need to click Schedule a Webinar. You'll write in your title and description, and then you'll schedule the date. Now, one thing you'll want to do before your webinar actually takes place is you're going to click the Settings button, and you're going to head to this recording link. And you're going to make sure to click Use or Include Webcams in the recording. This will allow GoToWebinar to record both you and your interviewee on camera during the webinar and to make you part of the final recording. Now we'll go back to the webinar that we were setting up. Now what you will do is scroll down to this area that says Panelists, and then you'll click Edit. Then you'll write in the name and email address of the individual that you'll be interviewing in this dialog box. Once you do that, you'll then click Save. Now, you may have more than one individual on the panel. If that's the case and you're going to be interviewing more than one person, you can add that person by clicking this Edit link and adding them. Now, when you get ready to start your actual webinar, what you're going to do is you're going to take this link, which is the registration URL, and you're going to give this to your audience. They'll be able to attend live while you interview the panelist on the webinar through your camera. And when you are ready to start the actual session, you'll then click Start. GoToWebinar will typically open up software on your PC. You'll need to click this Go to Opener. GoToWebinar will start the opening process. And then you will have your webinar panel. And when you first enter the webinar room, you will not have started the webinar, you will not be live, nor will your attendee. So one thing you're going to do is you're going to click this button and then you're going to click Share My Webcam. You're going to make sure that you can hear your interviewee. You're going to ask them to do the same thing, especially if you're going to be recording their video also. Once you've done a sound check and you confirm that you can see and hear your interviewee, you're then going to click Start Broadcast and you're going to click Record on Start. And then you will conduct your interview while the recorder is on for GoToWebinar. If you have questions from your audience, they will be able to ask those questions by typing them in this area. If you want to start a poll, you'll need to have set up your poll ahead of time. And you can place this in view of your attendees as long as it has been pre-created. And once you've completed your questions and answers, you will then click Stop Recording, or you can end the webinar. And what you'll do is you'll go to this File area. You'll then click Exit and End Webinar. GoToWebinar will ask if you want to end the webinar for everyone. You'll then click Yes. GoToWebinar will then save your webinar to its storage area. And what you'll want to do is you'll want to say Yes, email me, and then you'll click OK. And we'll now need to wait until the final MP4 is then processed. Now, once the final MP4 is processed, we'll then be able to click this More button, and then we'll be able to download the video to our hard drive as an MP4 file. In closing, your interviewee will need to have a functioning webcam as well as a mic and headset in order to utilize GoToWebinar. They'll need to have an internet connection that will allow them to connect with you on your broadcast. As long as those things are in place, you'll be able to conduct a face-to-face interview and you'll be able to record their face and yours during the actual call. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.